my wax and book friends. I'm Amber. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. I post about all things home fragrance and books. And today's video is the wax that I've been getting through the last 2-ish weeks. And so, yay me, it usually takes a lot longer for me to get to it, but I actually am getting this out at a decent amount of time. So let's jump into it. The first couple things I have to share is first I finished a candle. I do a candle crock, so that's why there is still wax in this, but it's pretty much scentless. There's a tiny bit of scent left, but not very much. So this is Yankee Candles Persimmon and Brown Sugar. This is a really nice scent. I did enjoy it while it was going. Does it smell that much like a persimmon to me? No, but I know persimmon is hard to recreate in home fragrance. But it's a really nice, soft, fruity. It almost smells apricot-ish. Apricot rather than a persimmon brown sugar scent. So it's nice. I don't know if it's available at Yankee, but if it is, give it a shot. Okay, next up, my husband finished the Sandalwood Tangerine Fragrance Mist. We don't sell fragrance mists anymore on my website since he does not sell them anymore except like limited time offers. But everything that I do have available, I will, like I said, have my link down below. My website is madaboutmelts.scentsy.us, so you can shop at your convenience. So I got this, like, I think it was 4 years ago, and he finished it. So obviously it was a good bargain for how much it even cost at the time. I have no idea. I guess that 4 years ago, I don't remember, but we enjoyed the scent. It smelled very nice on him. Okay, moving on. I do the wax melting challenge that Patricia Gates puts on every month. So the first wax that I have to share with you guys is from the challenge, and I'll try to tell you what prompt goes with what scent because I do keep track. So the first one I have to share is Meant to Be Merry, such a yummy peppermint frosted butter cookie scent. Not available anymore. It was in that amazing Scentsy Club extravaganza we had last month, the Out of the Vault, where they released like over 300 bars for you to add to club. I didn't re-add this. It was in my club at one point in time. I didn't add it though. I'm holding out hope that soon I'll be able to put Marshmallow Mint Cocoa in my club someday. I can't give up hope. But this is really yummy. If you ever see it like in clearance or if it comes around for voting, I do recommend it. It is a very yummy one. So this was for the prompt. What was this for? The 4th of December, which was Melt a Cookie Scent for National Cookie Day. So for sure, cookie with mint frosting. Okay, the next one I have is Cider Mill. This one is available. This smells like delicious apple pumpkin cider goodness. Very similar from what I remember to pumpkin apple pumpkin. I can never remember the direction of what it's called. By Bath & Body Works, I think it's pumpkin apple. It's similar to that. I get more apple than I get pumpkin on this, but it's so amazing. This was for, what prompt was this one for? This was for the 3rd, which was Warm a Scent You Also Love in Candle Form for Candle Day. So I picked this because of pumpkin apple from Bath & Body Works. Plus, actually, we do have candles now in this scent. So Scentsy, as of this catalog season, has started selling candles. So for those of you that love that flame, that ambiance that candles bring, for sure check out our candles. I haven't personally tried one yet. As you've seen, I use a candle crock. I'm not against flames. It just takes me forever to get through candles. And so the candle crock works best for me. And since I have so many candles I'm trying to get through, I'm trying to stay away from buying more candles. So I haven't bought any of our candles. So from what I've heard, there is kind of mixed reviews about them. At least the first releases. A lot of people were saying they were light, they were clean burn, that sort of thing, but they were kind of light. But they are, just so you know, they're made to be a lighter fragrance, just more for the ambiance. You're going to get more scent throw with the actual wax bars. But the more recent reviews I've seen from people that have bought candles more recently, not the first round of candle buying, I've heard they've gotten better as far as the strength of throw. So take that for what you want to take it for me for. As I said, I haven't personally tried them, so I don't know personally. So, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine. All right, the next one I have is, and I'm throwing wax bars at you. Sorry, guys. This is vanilla bourbon. This is back in my club. I did take it out. It came back for Father's Day, and since then I did put it back in my club. I just love this scent. I love it for here in my bedroom. It's so yummy and cozy. So this was for the second, which was melt something containing your favorite spice. So this has nutmeg. And I love nutmeg in home fragrance usually. And this is vanilla, bourbon, and nutmeg. And it's so cozy, so nice. So that one's not available anymore, unfortunately, unless you have it in your club. Joy and Wonder. This was one of the ones that came out of the vault last month. I was so happy because I did add this to my club. This was a heartbreak for me. And this was, I melted it for the prompt on the 9th, which was warmest scent that makes you think of a song. So Joy and Wonder makes me think of We Three Kings, because the chorus star of Wonder Star, you know, that. So that's what pops into my head whenever I see Joy and Wonder. So that was for that prompt. Then for the 12th, I melted apple cherry strudel. This was another that was in the Out of the Vault Club extravaganza. And I melted this for, on the 12th, the prompt was warm wax that reminds you of a poinsettia. And it is red. And it's like a poinsettia red. So this one I felt like would work perfectly. Then I have, this is a double one. This was for, when was this? On the 8th, mix a tree and a vanilla together. So I did, these were both out of the vault from last month. As you can see, I was wanting to melt through some favorites that I was able to finally get back last month. So Black Forest Pine mixed with frosted vanilla. And these were really nice together. I did really enjoy the two of them mixed. And so, yeah, they were really good. So good. Okay, so that was for that day. Then I have a tester. This is Cozy Cardigan. This was for on the 11th, warmest scent you purchased in 2024. So, you know, tester I purchased. This is available. You can get this. But the last time I purchased a bar was in 2024 because I actually like that scent during the spring. It feels like an early spring scent to me rather than a fall winter. So I usually buy a bar or two and save them for the springtime. And the last time I did that was last year. So that worked out very, very well for that day. Let me find, what was that? Yeah, the 11th. Okay, then I have another tester of Christmas Cottage. And this was for the 5th, which was melt a festive berry scent. So this does have raspberry in it, along with the cinnamon. Yeah, this is, to my nose, is a very spicy scent. I know there are a ton of people that love this. It's like a Christmas staple. It is one of our most popular holiday fragrances. I personally, I'm not a super fan of it. I don't dislike it, but I prefer other Christmassy scents to that one. So, but just to be aware, it is available, and a ton of people love that one. Okay, up next, I have the Peanuts Snoopy's Autumn Adventure. And this was for the prompt. What was this one? On the 7th, warm a holiday scent marketed towards what kids would want. And because it's Snoopy, and the scent is sweet, I felt like it would be a good choice for that prompt. This one is very similar to last year's and the year before's, the Mickey Jack-o'-lantern one, Frightfully Delightful, but not as strong and not as fruity, but they're similar. This one you can't get anymore. It's nice, but I preferred the Frightfully Delightful. After that, I have Jeweled Pomegranate Brick. Look at how close I am to being done, you guys. I'm so excited. This was for the prompt on the 10th. Melt a scent you tend to only warm in December. I melt my winter season wax through the winter season. So that one was something I was like, well, even ones that are more Christmassy, I still melt January, February if I have any bars left. But I decided that this was a good option because I always tend to not melt my bricks. And so it's like maybe December is when I do melt this. So I was like, oh, this one will work. So I'm excited that I'm getting close to being done with that. As you can see, it's huge. I know a ton of you guys love the bricks. I just personally, I prefer the bars rather than the bricks because like candles, it takes me forever to get through them. So anyway, that is that. Then let's see, Cinnamon Roasted Pear. This one I did for the 6th, which was Melt a Pear Scent. So this one was very similar to my nose, not exactly, but similar. It was a good alternative for me to Honey Pear Cider, which was out of the vault. This was out of the vault as well. When I melted this for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, that is kind of like Honey Pear Cider. And since I can't melt Honey Pear Cider, I enjoyed that one. Then, let's see. This was for, was this a prompt or just a random bar? I think this is just, yeah, I think this one is just a random bar that I had with the others for some reason. Midnight Mahogany, not available anymore. This one is in my club still because it reminds me of my mama when she was an antique dealer. And so she had a lot of, you know, that old wood type of smell in her home. And so especially melting, when I melted this for the first time, I got choked up because it smelled like her home. So I have a few of those. So I've been considering getting rid of it just because I have a few, but for now, I can't make myself get rid of it. I just can't keep all the bars, you know. Scentsy Club, which is the best thing ever. I adore Club, and it's a subscription, monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly subscription service. That's always linked down below for you too. So if you have frequently asked questions. But my favorite perk is the Always Get My Bar perk. So if you put a bar in Club, before it retires from my regular website, like a limited time offer or just before the end of the catalog season, put it in your club, and Scentsy will continue to make it for you. Even after it retires, even if it never comes back again, you can still get it. So that's my favorite perk, but there's a ton of perks. Shipping's cheaper. At $30, you get 10% off. At $60, you can choose a half price item, which can even be a whiff box, which is a deal just on its own. Yeah, there's a ton of perks. I adore Scentsy Club. As a scent addict that gets attached to certain fragrances is the best. So I highly, highly recommend Club. If you've been thinking about it, highly recommend Club. And it's not just for wax bars, it's for all consumable products. It's just the Always Get My Bar perk is just for wax bars, just to be aware. So, all right, moving on. I just always have to talk about it because it is my favorite. Okay, this is just my regular seasonal melting that I do throughout the rest of the house. So I did get a chance to warm through the scents of the season, and Cranberry Christmas Cake is the first one that I grabbed. This is nice. It is very similar to Cranberry Muffin, even warming, very similar to that one, what that one was. I'm trying to think. I feel like Cranberry Muffin was a little stronger though. But if you're looking for a good alternative, Cranberry Christmas Cake is a good alternative. Now, for the scents of the season, on my regular website, you can only get them as the bundle, which is a good deal. For $25, you get 5 bars, and I think we haven't sold out of the cute little blue velvet bags that they come in. So it's a great deal. But if you're looking for just scents on their own, through Scentsy Club, you can get them on their own. So Cranberry Christmas Cake. I enjoyed it. Do I feel like I need any more of it? Probably not, but I enjoyed it. Sweet Plum Pastry. I got to revisit this one. I did grab one during the Out of the Vault event, and I enjoy the scent. I do enjoy it. For sure, not much on pastry. It is mainly a sweet, like cooked down plum. And it's enjoyable. It's strong. It's yummy. It's enjoyable. I'm just not a huge plum person to where I feel like I have to put it in my club. So this was the only one I got, and I'll enjoy the rest of it while I have it. And it'll come around again. It tends to come around. So when it does, I'll get another bar and enjoy that. So it is very good though. If you like plum scents, that is a good one take note for next time it does come around. If you missed out on adding it to a club last month. Okay, this is this month's scent of the month, Iced Balsam. It's nice. Christmas tree, minty Christmas, piney fir scent. Not something that I feel like I can't get anywhere else, in my opinion. Compared to Iced Pine, I feel this one isn't as strong. Iced Pine you can't get, unfortunately. That wasn't a favorite of mine either, but I enjoyed it. But if I'm comparing it, this is a nice alternative, but just know it's not as strong from what I remember, and it's less sharp. So Ice Pine was very like sharp and resinous. This one isn't as sharp. It's sweeter to my nose. So this one I loved though. This was again also from Scents of the Season, Christmas Tree Farm. This is so nice. It is, if you're missing around the campfire, give this one a try because it is similar. It has a sweet, smoky quality, which was what Around the Campfire was. It was a yummy, sweet, smoky wood scent. That's what this is, but with an extra like Christmas tree note added into it. So nice. I'm considering putting this one in my club, but I'm at least going to get a couple more bars of it because I really enjoyed it. So it's so good. I highly, highly recommend it. Christmas Tree Farm. Good performer. It's just cozy and festive. Alrighty, from one of the special collections in October that they released, Iced Winter Mint. Yeah, Iced Winter Mint. I tried this one. Not my favorite mint. It's pretty much what it says it is. It was on the lighter side, I felt, which the minty scents for me anyway tend to be lighter for some reason. So this was lighter. I enjoyed it. It was nice. I don't know if you can even get that one anymore, even through Club. It might be retired. This one too. Again, check my website, and if any of them sound interesting to you, because I don't know for sure. But Mary Pomegranate, this was another one from those special collections. And this is nice. Pomegranate, some sort of citrus, and a little bit of spice notes to it. Not my favorite. I'll enjoy it while I have it. Then we have sugared peppermint flurries. This was good. It's a little lighter than what I was hoping for, and it took on a body care quality. It was a little more body care than what I was hoping for, because it feels like it should just be a gourmand scent. Sugared peppermint flurries. I think in the notes I had like marshmallow in it, and of course peppermint and stuff. But it was a little more, what did I say? It was a little more like body care. Yeah, like to my nose. Plus it was very light. Then Cabin Cuddles, also scents of the season. Didn't really like this one, but I knew smelling it on cold that I probably wouldn't. It still reminds me of another cologne scent we've had in the past, but I cannot remember. I still can't remember what it is. I know I mentioned on Cold Sniff that it did, but I don't know. But this has bergamot and some other things in it. And I'm just not a big cologne home fragrance person. And yeah, that one's not for me. One that was super yummy, Stroopwafel Delight. Love this one so much. Not enough that I felt like I needed to club it when it came out of the vault last month. But I have, I think, 2 bars left of this, and I will for sure enjoy it while I melt it because it is delicious. Then Bright Cider Life also was part of the out of the vault. I do really enjoy this one, but not enough to where I felt like I needed to keep it in my club. But it's strong. It's a unique type of cider scent. There's like a caramel in it, and it almost, to my nose anyway, reads like there's a bakery element along with the cider. Like maybe you're having a pastry while you're drinking the cider type of thing. But it is yummy, and I know it is a lot of people's favorites. I do enjoy it, and I will enjoy the rest of that. Sweet Christmas Lily. This is really nice. This is probably my second favorite from the scents of the season. It's pretty. It is a pretty floral. I feel like you could melt it year round though. But there is a cozy quality to it, but not so much that it feels like a heavier perfumey scent. I feel like it could work year round if those are the types of scents that you really like. Then last but not least is the Lord of the Rings, the new bar. This is Rivers of Rivendell. This was really nice. And the color's so pretty. This is a very fresh, aquatic, slightly like evergreen notes to it type of scent. It's foresty and aquatic, like you are in the forest by a rushing river is what it is. And it was really nice. I will enjoy the rest of this. Do I like it better than Shire Sunrise? No. I put Shire Sunrise into my club. I was so happy that came back. But I do really enjoy this. I would consider getting some more bars of it, but I'm not going to club it. If I don't get any more bars, I will enjoy the rest of this bar because it was really nice. Nice, fresh, one of those kind of clear the air type of scents that are good to have in between heavy spice and that sort of thing. So that's it, you guys. That is everything that I've been getting through the last couple of weeks. And I am happy to be in full on holiday winter melting. Tell me if you have started your winter melting. And tell me also, what is your like all-time favorite Christmas scent? If you've been here for a while, you know what mine is, and that is Wassail Wonderland. But let me know in the comments what yours is. And it doesn't have to be scentsy. It can be anything. It can be a candle. It can be other vendor wax or store-bought wax, you know, whatever. I am curious to see. So let me know down in the comments. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like and subscribe for more home fragrance and book content. And until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.